So today I'm nervous. Extremely nervous. Today we have this beautiful Zendikar Rising Collector's Booster Box, but it has what could be, let's see if I can get it, what could be some damage. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like during the packing process, it didn't flatten out all the way, so I'm hoping that the packs in there didn't get damaged. I'm hoping that there's no folding or bending or nicking of the cards, but that is definitely a manufacturer error by the look of it. The plastic doesn't have enough give in it that someone pushed it in, or that it got pushed in. So that happened before the Wizards packaging was on it looks like. So let's see what we got. Hopefully it survived. So we have the very flat but not bent expedition cards, and these ones on this side look alright. These over here, let's see. I don't know. It's definitely a hit, but we don't know if it actually did anything, so we'll save those for last. Let's do the ones we're sure of first. So, expected value. This box was purchased using Amazon points, using an Amazon credit card, so normally these would be $205 a piece on Amazon at the moment. I think I picked it up for $120 something after the points deduction. So if anyone has the opportunity to use the Amazon credit card, I highly suggest it. I mean, I use it for just about everything, and those points build up real quick, and it allows me to get things like this, which are normally a lot of money, for a little bit cheaper. Alright, let's get to this. So, this set, there's a lot to say about this set. This set's been going up and down all over the place. Projected values in the dirt for the majority of it. You pass the commons. Just hit the good stuff. Base camp, uncommon. Inserted defense. Foil land. Foil land used to be so special, and now nothing. Alright, so we got the Awakening here. The Awakening has it's not really done much of anything. It's one of these cards that has the land on the other side of it, though. And that's the only thing that keeps it kind of useful. Let's make a pile of land over here. Rares, uncommons. So we got our first pathway, and it's a foil pathway, and pathways are doing decent right now. They're not really expensive. This is the black and white one. The reason is because they don't have a basic land classification. If they had the basic land classification right here where it says land, these things would be incredible. But because they just say land, you have to rely on things that look for just any land card, not a basic land card, which a lot of your fetch lands and other things that look for cards aren't going to do that, I don't think. So that's why these haven't moved in price as much as we were hoping they would. And maybe they will in the future, because it still is pretty good to have the option of either of them. But right now, you're looking at $2 to $3. That's it. We got some showcase commons and another pathway. This one is the red-green pathway. Full Monty right there. Again, couple of bucks, nothing special. Used right now in Standard, but I haven't seen it used in many Commander decks yet, which I don't know if it will. And look at that. Look at that beautiful first pack Horizon Canopy. That is a absolutely gorgeous expedition, foil expedition right there. I mean, this sees a lot of play in white-green. The ability to draw a card. It's a very good land. So that's pretty right there. And we got a token. Well, I think because we got our first expedition, we should just see what one of our expeditions here is. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's just one of these. So these are the Battle Bond expeditions, and they're not worth much. This one's probably $4 or $5, I think, maybe $8 at the most. Now these are really good lands. These are not in any way, shape, or form garbage, but they don't retain the value. In fact, the original printings of them might even be worth more because I believe it was Battle Bond. I could be wrong, but they're harder to come by because more people are opening these packs than what they originally came in. Okay, get through the comments. Umra Mystic. This is, again, any of these right now that you can use as a land and a card are seeing, well, some of them are seeing play, just because it gives you more options in your deck. I don't know how that's gonna move into regular play after this rotates out of Standard, but it'll be interesting to see. Don't know much about that one. Skyclave Relic. Now this is a card that's seeing lots of play right now. The Brushfire Elemental. The fact that it has a landfall on it, so every time you play a land, something happens. Whenever you play a land enters the battlefield under your control, Brushfire Elemental gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and it has haste. And it only costs 1 red and 1 green. So you play this and then play a land right after it, and it's a 3/3 attacking. Which is I've used it online. It's a pretty good card. Oh, full art non-foil. Jace the Mirror Mage. The joke of the Zendikar Rising. It is the it's not doing well. For a Jace card, it really isn't doing well. It's not seeing any play. It's unfortunately, as a mythic goes, it's really not the one to pull. And Legion Angel. Here's the battlefield. You may have a real card. Unnamed Legion. Yeah, this one's not going to see. Definitely. Well, when Legionator enters the battlefield, you may reveal a card you own named Legion Angel from outside the game and put it in your hand. I don't know how that would see play in Commander. I would have to look that up. Because I don't think you're allowed to have, even in your sideboard, if you have a sideboard, I don't think you're allowed to have another card of the same name. I could be wrong. It'll be an interesting thing to find out. So, one thing we didn't discuss was, what's the chance of seeing more expeditions in here? Because I've seen box openings of these where you see no expeditions come out of these boxes. And then some where you see multiple foil expeditions. Obviously, you always get the 2 normal expeditions, but foil expeditions. The Horizon Canopy was a nice pull, but the fetch lands are obviously the ones you really want. But I've also seen box openings where you pull 3 fetch lands out of the packs themselves. Hopefully, this is one of those. Blood Chief's Thirst, Shatter Skull Minotaur, and a mountain. Cleric, don't know much about that one. The Maddening Cacophony. This one's pretty good. Each opponent mills 8 cards. If the spell was kicked, instead each opponent mills half their library around it up. This is an insane card, and it's seeing lots of play right now. Half their library for 6 mana. Now there's another card for 5 mana that mills half your library from an older set called Traumatize. 2 blue, 3 colorless. And this one is not as good as that per se, but this one you can play, especially right now, you can play 4 copies of it in Standard, which is crazy. But in Commander, you have options. You can play this early or play this late. It gives you a second card that's going to mill someone for either a little bit or a lot of cards. You can also mill yourself. No, it's only opponent. Each opponent. And it's each opponent. That means that if you're in a multiplayer game, it's each opponent mills 8 cards or half their library rounded up. Wow. Commons. We got a Shade. Yeah, nothing special. Got a Felidar, nothing special. Angel of Density. I mean Destiny. This is a nice card here. The Angel of Destiny. Flying, double strike. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player gain that much life. So life gain all around. And at the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 more life than your starting life total, each player, Angel of Destiny, attack this turn loses the game. Crazy card right there. Really nice. Much better than Jace. Not a Blade Master. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, but it does have that land effect, so it does see a little bit of play. And a Swamp. Oh, there we go. So this is actually from the dual deck that came out. That's why the symbol's different. It's not the Zendikar Rising symbol, it's the dual deck symbol. So the only way to get this card other than this is to pay $20 for the dual decks that came out, which is pretty good. And I guess that's a mythic, kind of. And then, Mr. Banned Omnith, Locus of Creation. This one saw the ban hammer very quickly in Standard play. It hasn't seen the ban hammer in anything else yet, luckily, but Standard was very quick to remove it after every single tournament, or we've had 80% of people playing this card as in their deck. So, yeah, it got banned out of Standard pretty quickly, which seriously tanked the price. It was in the 20s, and now I think it's $6 for this version of it, which is unfortunate. Kazandu Mammoth. Very good card. Seeing play at the moment. Landfall. Anything landfall is, well, except Omnith, is currently seeing play in Standard. Very, very nice rare there. And Myriad Construct. Not much to say about that one. Haven't seen it used, and don't know what people are doing with it. Very, very nice foil on that one. Taunting Arbor Mage, Relic Golem, Island, Relic Robber, Thief, we got an Ox, and a Cat. Felidar Retreat was doing something for a little while, I'm not sure if it still is. Ooh, oh, too bad. Our second foil expedition is the Spire Garden, which is not a high dollar expedition there. This is another one of the, I don't know, it's out of a set recently. But these dual lands, they they didn't do too well. So since we've got our second one, I guess we'll go ahead and crack this open. Hopefully this redeems ourselves with a fetch land. Fetch land. Misty Rainforest. Beautiful. I hit the camera. Alright. So the Misty Rainforest is one of the enemy fetch lands, and that is a very good pull right there. These are always more expensive than the ones that were reprinted in Zendikar. I think, I mean, this isn't foil, but even the non-foil version of this is going to go for a pretty penny. Probably 30, 40 bucks, I imagine. Could be wrong, but I think it's around that range. The foil one would have been so much better, but this is not a bad pull right here. That, the Canopy, the Spire Garden, I think the Morphic pull is the lowest value we have in that stack at the moment. I could be wrong. The Canopy could have tanked, but I think the Horizon Canopy is still worth something. Alrighty. Moving on, we got a Soaring Thought Thief, a Skyclave Cleric, and Plains. Another Maddening Cacophony, this one in a little better format, or better full art picture. Very nice. Alright, so this one, the Inversion, Undo Inversion, very nice. Can either be used as a land or destroy all non-land permanents. Very nice card there. Yeah, I've played a few times and I have not yet used this guy. So I can't say much about him for use. I haven't played against him either. Ooh, the Ruin Crab. This is another one. It's an uncommon, but it's an uncommon that is very useful. So whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 3 cards. So this is yet another card being used with Maddening Cacophony at the moment to mill your opponents out of their deck. Very nice. Valakut Awakening, I think we saw that earlier, nothing special there, and a token. Alrighty, now moving on to the stack here. This stack is the one, or are the ones that might have the damage on the bottom of them. We're hoping not. We're hoping all of this goes well, and there's no damage to these at all. I'm not seeing anything. The cards look top and bottom alright. Hopefully that stays through the whole pack. Another Ruin Crab, very nice. Cleric of Life's Bond. That is an absolutely gorgeous card. I wish they were worth something, but again, printed into oblivion. Foil lands, will you ever be worth anything again? Don't know much about that one. Now this one has seen a lot of play. The Skyclave Apparition, very good card. And it's just got a really nice ability. Enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control. So you're taking something your opponent has out of the game with converted mana cost 4 or less, and when this leaves play, they get something back, but it's not nearly going to be as good as whatever you got rid of. So very, very nice card there. I think it's actually worth some money too. Another Ruin Crab. Pathways. Pathways are always good. We do like a pathway. The Skyclave Squid. Defender Landfall. Enters the battlefield under your control. Can't attack. It's a squid. Oh my god. 3 foil expeditions in this box, and it is the foil Misty Rainforest. Wow. Look at that. That is just, oh my god. That's some money right there. So we got a foil and a non-foil Misty Rainforest in this box. Amazing pulls so far. That's 3 foil expedition cards out of this box. Just amazing. I have yet to see a 4 expedition box, but if this is, I'm not counting my chickens until they're hatched, so. Scion of the Swarm, Skyclave Geopede. Put these in the right stack. Yeah, uncommons there. We got Pretty Land, Skyclave Relic. It's a boar. We got a boar. Dreadworm, Axe, the Shade again. We got an Ox. And that pack was a complete dud. Nothing value in any way, shape, or form out of that one. And I'm talking value in cards to play with and value in cards that have value. Alright, we got a Amended Healer, and this counter target spell unless the controller pays 1. Not a great counter spell there, but it does have the land ability built into it, so I think it is seeing some play right now. We got a Mauling. Pathways. Again, pathways are very good. A couple of bucks a piece. Not bad. Couple of commons. Got another pathway. Blue-red. Very nice. And another... This is the pack of pathways. What do we get? 3 pathways in one pack? Each of them looking a little better than the last? Well, there is some value to that pack. Not a lot. This one being the best right here. The Bright Climb pathway. The River Glide pathway. As dual lands go, they're not bad. They're just, you can't fetch for them. See, if fetch land says, sacrifice Misty Rainforest, search your library for a forest or island card, put it into the battlefield, and shuffle your library. It doesn't say forest or island on this. See, on this one it says forest. So therefore, because it doesn't say forest on there, or island, or any kind of thing other than land, you can't fetch for them, and that's unfortunate. Thwart the Grave, and a Fireblade Charger. Got our land. Crawling Barrens. Don't think it's seen much played. I think this is seeing play in the ally decks, are they called? I don't know, where they have cleric, rogue, warrior, wizards together. A party deck, that's right. Squid, Felidar, another pathway, this one, blue-black, Canopy Baloth, and another Shade, and a dud deck. Well, after the dual Misty Rainforest, they probably, whoever packed this one up probably said, yeah, that's enough. Two Misty Rainforests, that's all you get. You're done. You don't need anything more than that. Alright. Mountain. We got an Archon. Paragon. Another Exploration. And oh, we did get something decent at the end of this. Got the foil full art Nahiri, I think that's how to say her. Nahiri, Heir of the Ancients. Not a bad looking card there. Not sure what her value's at. She's, I haven't seen any Boros, which is red-white. I haven't seen any red-white decks online yet. So I'm not sure if she's being used or if she's being used outside of Standard yet or at all. But definitely a pretty card. Oh, look at the print. Can you see that? Looks like a print line right through the center of that token there. Alrighty, so let's end strong. Come on. Nice cards at the back end of this. We got an Aspirant. We got the Throne that no one really likes at all. We got a World Sculptor, nothing special there. A Hellhound and a Master of Winds. Nope, nothing special at the end of that. I think the highlight is these two Misty Rainforests. Just can't really beat that right there. That paid for the box right there. The two Misty Rainforests. Everything else is just a bonus after that. And unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot here past that. I mean, the Omnith, maybe the Angel, the Jace, the Aboon Moldaya Ancestor. Don't think there's much there, but overall, I'd say it wasn't too bad. Canopy, Morphic, Spire, and Misty. Yeah, I'd say it's not bad at all. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.